What's going on, family? Welcome to a brand new video. It's currently 7:54 in the morning, and for breakfast, I had a very small breakfast. I just had yogurt, I had a scoop of peanut butter, a PB&J Uncrustable, and also some some milk, some 2% milk, straight out of the bottle. 7:54 in the morning, so this isn't normally my usual workout time. I usually like to go around 4 or 5 p.m. because that's when I feel I have the most meals in me. I've got the most energy. But on a day like today where I have to work out in the morning, I do like to really make sure I'm setting myself up for success the night before. And essentially what that looks like for me is I'll make sure to eat maybe a little bit closer to bed. Eating close to bed doesn't bother me. I know it bothers a lot of people. But I'll make sure to have a meal with plenty of carbs, plenty of protein. In one day, you have essentially 5 opportunities to ignite muscle protein synthesis. And if you can make sure to kind of eat protein around the clock and kind of keep that going, then you're just going to set yourself up for success, essentially. So if I can make sure to eat a lot of protein before bed, a lot of carbs to kind of fuel me through my sleep, then when I wake up, sometimes I don't necessarily feel like I have to eat breakfast. I can just go straight to the gym because all that food is still in me. So that's kind of my take on making sure I have effective morning workouts. Just in general, I'm not as strong. I've noticed I'm not as strong usually in the mornings since my body's still waking up, but that's the case for today. As far as today's workouts, push day. I know I did a push day last video. I did do a pull day since then, but as I mentioned previously, my goal is a 315-pound bench press, and so I'm kind of tailoring my training to that specific goal. So for today's workout, I'm going to be starting with the flat bench press. I don't know exactly what kind of rep scheme I'm going to utilize yet, but it's probably going to be working up to a top double, followed by a set of 4 and then a set of 6. And then I'm absolutely going to just get a juicy chest pump afterwards. So as far as, I don't know what I'm going to hit after, maybe some hammer incline or something, some chest fly machine or pec deck, maybe another pressing movement, and then finish off some cable flies. I'm not exactly sure yet. Kind of just depends on what I'm feeling. But a lot of times I'll do a chest movement and I really, really feel it, like a really good mind-muscle connection. And in that case, I just keep doing more sets of that because it probably means I'm getting like a decent stimulus, right? So I don't know. I don't usually go into the gym with like a specific plan. I kind of just go depending on like what I feel like doing, what I feel like is going to give me the best stimulus. Because at the end of the day, the only thing that matters is the amount of sets, the amount of hard sets that you're kind of taking that muscle through. And that's kind of going to, obviously you don't want to do too many sets and just like absolutely obliterate the muscle. My whole thing is, and I can do a better job of this too, but my whole thing is get the stimulus and then get out, right? Get the pump and then get out. I think so many people tend to overdo it, or so many people don't tend to train hard enough. But ideally, what I'm aiming for today is probably going to be anywhere from like 10 to 12 really hard sets where I really feel my chest contract. So that's the goal for today. As far as the pre-workout goes, inside my shaker bottle, I used to be taking all Ghost products, but I think they must have like changed something in their pre-workout or something, because all of a sudden like that stuff started messing with my stomach. So yeah, so I'm stuck in traffic right now, as you can hear. This is, what was I saying? Yeah, so I'm taking Raw Nutrition pre-workout, 1 scoop, because 1 scoop is 200 milligrams. I have a scoop of Ghost pump in there, and then also a little bit of Himalayan pink salt and some electrolytes as well. Gosh, this is horrible. Yeah, so that's kind of a run on the workout. The sun's absolutely blaring in my eyes, so we can cut to the flat bench press and I'll see you on the gym. So things aren't feeling half bad for how early it is.
I don't claim to have the perfect bench press form. I feel like my form is definitely very unique, especially given how narrow I grip the bar. But I think I mentioned in my last video, like, there's very much a difference between benching for hypertrophy and muscle growth and benching for strength. And I feel like if you're benching for strength, you gotta bench in the strongest way possible. So for me, I like to use a little bit of a bigger arch. I like to grip the bar narrower. Even though the range of motion is gonna be longer, my triceps are just way more dominant than my chest. And then also the arch is gonna allow you to slightly shorten the range of motion. Obviously, if you're trying to go for maximal muscle growth, you don't want to shorten it too much. I don't feel like I'm shortening it too much, but the way that I'm benching right now is a good balance between being able to progressive overload week after week and building strength, but then at the same time, being able to like put on muscle as well. So I feel like at the end of the day, you just gotta take the time to find what works for you, find what's strong for you. There's a million different ways to bench, and sometimes you just gotta lighten the load. I feel like so many people, they try and jump to it. They try and jump to those heavy weights too quickly without really developing that connection, that mind muscle memory of like what really works best for them. So let me struggle though on the second one. Ready, 3, 2, 1, up. Got it.
Let's go.
If I wanna feel the mind muscle connection and I really wanna grow some muscle, I'm not gonna do the flat bench. I feel like the flat bench, it's a compound movement, it's a full body movement. It's not the kind of movement, or at least in my opinion, it's not the kind of movement where you wanna go, slow eccentric and focus on contracting everything and really feeling those muscle fibers tearing and all that stuff. Like if I want that, I'll do a Smith machine incline or I'll do some sort of machine press so that I can really get that mind muscle connection down. But when I'm flat benching, like I'm trying to move the maximum amount of weight possible, and whatever means it takes to do that, like that's what I'm gonna do. 3, 2, 1, up.
Come on.
3, 2, 1, up. Got it.
Jared, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
One more.
Let's go. You got this. It's all you. All right.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you. The heavy pressing of the workout is done. Heavy bench is done. I think all the movements after this are going to be focused more on pump work and just hypertrophy, higher reps. The nice thing about a machine like this is that you get that, you get to adduct the humerus. You get to bring those arms together and really squeeze the chest a lot more than you would on like a bench press. I've got the juices flowing. I just feel really good. I feel like I don't usually feel this good in the morning, and I feel like this has been a really productive workout so far. And guys, it's just a really good feeling. There's no chance I'm gonna go sit in my car afterwards and think I could have pushed harder. When you come into the gym, it's a badass feeling, man. It's a freaking grind, but when you know that you gave your all, there's no way you won't make progress that way, guys. And that's not a lot of people train this way. A lot of people, they go in and they do their sets mindlessly. They go in and they just throw around the weight. Push yourself to that limit every workout, man. Go back into your car after the workout and say, I put it all on the line. It's a good feeling, man. When you do that week after week, workout after workout, you start seeing these brand new changes, and it just motivates you to keep going, man. And I just feel like super energized and just happy to just get after it. How fortunate are we to just get into the gym and just push ourselves? And I don't know, I'm just freaking rambling at this point, but I'm gonna get a freaking epic pump. And I really wanna make sure I'm opening up my chest, right? I wanna make sure I got my chest up in front and just kind of wedging myself in here and just feeling it all in the chest, man. So let's get it. Ooh. I got more in the tank, man. I think I'm gonna Rest, pause, rest for 10 seconds, and crank out a few more reps. All right, so I know I only did 2 sets on the hammer incline, and I really pushed it, especially on that second set. So my plan now, I'm gonna do 3 sets of the chest fly. Then I'm gonna go back to the hammer incline, but I'm gonna change the seat height to kind of hit a different part of the chest, and I'm gonna perform it in a completely different way. So one thing with the chest fly right here, I have a pad right here, and this is essentially gonna help you get a deeper stretch on the chest. So what I do is I place it right here. And so this is gonna push you forward in the seat a little bit, which means that in the bottom portion, I'm gonna be able to get a deeper stretch, a deeper eccentric. It just overall helps you get a better chest pump and just more chest gains. Imagine there's 2 stickers on your chest and you're trying to bring those stickers together. Or you can also imagine that there's a pencil in between your pecs and you're trying to squeeze that pencil in between your pecs, but at the same time keeping your chest up and bringing your biceps together. It's all about the squeeze. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna do 2 more sets on this, but the difference now is that I put the seat a little bit higher. Sometimes if you put the seat too low, it starts to become almost like a shoulder press. You're still gonna be hitting the upper chest, but if you don't really do a good job of keeping your shoulders back, it kind of, you hit a lot of the front delt. Also, I don't really like the fact, I don't know if you can see my feet are hanging. I kind of feel like a little toddler right now. So that's kind of annoying, but whatever. All right, so same idea, chest up, you're gonna wedge like this. All right. I'm gonna do my last set a little bit different. One of the cool things about this machine, sometimes you see people leaning to one side and kind of doing the movement like this. The benefit of doing, I wouldn't do every set like this, but the benefit is that you get your arm to go past the midline of the chest, which is gonna give you like an insane chest contraction. And if you place your hand on your chest while doing that, the mind muscle connection is just absolutely insane. But the downside of doing that is that in the bottom position, you're not getting much of a stretch, okay? And you're gonna build the most muscle by having a heavy load on the eccentric. But if you're decreasing that stretch, you're kind of taking away from that. So if you want to build a mind muscle connection, this is really good. But it's not gonna be a good enough alternative than just doing your regular reps with your chest up and getting a deep stretch. But I'm gonna raise the seat a little bit. And now I'm just gonna finish the set off, repping it out. So. Rest pause, man. It's a great way to go past failure. Ideally, I would be doing some cable flies right now. I really wanted to do a cable like decline fly or something like that, but the gym's a little bit busy right now, so I'm gonna have to settle for this Arsenal incline. I actually really don't like this movement. I would rather finish with a cable fly. I feel like if you're not pushing, if you're not able to really push on those last sets, then number one, you're just in general not pushing hard enough. Or number two, your workout is just too long and you're doing a ton of junk volume. Ideally, you want to end your workout before you've absolutely obliterated the muscle. As I said, you get the stimulus and then you get out. All right, so I got access to a posing room, and I have no idea how the pump is looking, but let's go ahead and let's take a look. Okay. Oh yeah, that's yeah, that's pretty crazy. Pretty solid. So this is me at like peak bulk right now. I weighed in at 202 pounds last night. Don't necessarily look 202 because most of it's in my legs. I hold a lot of body fat in my legs, but this is the heaviest I've ever been. Still got some abs maybe. Not bad for the morning. All right, y'all, that's gonna conclude today's workout. Let's get back to the car. All right, so bear with me. I don't know if I was yelling too much in there or what, but I feel like I'm losing my voice a little bit. But super, super solid workout. Especially, I wouldn't say it's the craziest chest workout I've ever had, but considering the time, I think it was like 8 a.m. when I started. Really happy with how I pushed. There's a really special feeling after workout when you know that you pushed yourself to the limit for the day. And obviously, what you're able to give is going to vary from day to day, but as long as you're giving 100% for what you're capable of that day, then in the end, like that's all you can ask for. So I'm really happy with how I pushed on those sets. As far as like the chest portion of the workout, chest mind muscle connection is something that I'm always trying to get better at. Something that I've gotten a lot better at over the last few years. But for me, my chest and my biceps are especially the hardest muscles to connect with. But it's a work in progress, and I feel like that's really something that takes time. It takes time and it takes patience to develop. But like I said earlier, the more muscle that you build, the more muscle that you're going to have to connect with. So, yeah, bench press, super happy with how it went. I've done that progression before, but I'm kind of building my bench press back up. So I'm really happy with how things moved there. Probably could have done another pressing movement. I did hammer, incline, and then chest fly, and then back to the hammer incline. They've got some Arsenal machines in there too that I really like. But overall, I think it was good. I think I did about 12 to 14 sets of chest, and I ended up pushing as hard as I could every single set. So at the end of the day, what more could you ask for, you know? But as far as now, I'm going to go home, eat a post-workout meal, which is going to consist of a pound of chicken and a pound of rice. Really just downing as much food as I can. And that's going to be it for me. Stay tuned for next workout, which is going to be a leg day. And probably deadlifts and whatnot. So that's it for me. I'll see y'all in the next one.